Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Nate here, and I'm absolutely no-lifing Black Ops 3. Right now, it's the 11th of November, and I'm already almost on my second Prestige. I'm about to Prestige in probably about, I don't know, 3 hours, I'd say. I've been playing the crap out of this game. This game is a blast. Of course, there's a lot of problems with it, and I'm sure we could go in depth on all the problems in the future, but right now, I mean, I'm just enjoying a good Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is my favorite game. You know, there's no doubt about it. You know, if there's a game out there that I would want to play for the rest of my life, it would definitely be a good Call of Duty game over anything else. Even Fallout 4. I know Fallout 4 just came out, and I haven't picked it up. Not sure if I'm going to. I didn't really enjoy Fallout 3. It just wasn't my style of game. I didn't like how you couldn't sprint and there's low frame rate and stuff. Whatever, that's not what we're talking about. But anyway, Fallout 4, a lot of people are saying, you know, they've waited their whole life for this game and stuff like that. But it's not even Half-Life 3 though. But yeah, anyway, Black Ops 3, it's definitely going to be a solid year for this game. I don't see really how they can screw it up unless they don't do some nerfs and patches. They definitely know that the servers aren't, you know, doing the best right now. There's a lot of problems with people on parties on the Xbox One. Not sure about PS4. A lot of people that are complaining are on the Xbox One where those just get kicked, or the servers will be laggy and the matchmaking's weird. And honestly, the only problem that I have is skill-based matchmaking. That's right. But it's not the same problem that I had in Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, the type of skill-based matchmaking you had was it would put people against you and on your team of like similar skill levels. So if you were a really good player, it's just going to match you up against really good players, and then you just constantly have to try hard and sweat your ass off to get a good score. And it's really hard to play Advanced Warfare just casually. You can't just run around and stomp on people or anything like that or have a good time. But in Black Ops 3, the way skill-based matchmaking works is that it'll pair you up based on your connections, and then it'll balance the teams based on skills. So I'm not saying that the enemies are hard in this game. Definitely not at all. The enemies are just like they were in Black Ops 2. Sometimes there's some really great players. Sometimes there's some awful players who just go like 0-30. But for the most part, it puts all the bad players on my team. And I thought I was the only one noticing this. Maybe I was just running into a string of bad luck where a bunch of people were on my team. But there's a series that actually Thunder does. He's another YouTuber. Most of you know him. He does Curse of the Green Triangles, or in this case, Blue Triangles, since that's what the color they are in this game. But it's basically he gets a really good score in a team deathmatch and loses because, you know, the curse of his teammates. And I was like, man, I would have already had 3 of those videos up by now because I've been carrying my team constantly. There's so many times I go like 31-4 and we'll only win by 2. Or I'll get a decent score, not in any gameplay worthy, like a 25-7 or something, and we'll lose by like 15, and I'm like, what is going on? And I noticed Thunder actually did tweet out, and same with another YouTuber named iTemp, and he's one of my favorite channels, one of the better players out there that I've seen. He already has Diamond Snipers already, which is crazy because that PO6 POS thing sucks really bad, the little burst sniper. Anyway, getting off topic. But they've noticed the same thing. They've noticed that they've had to carry a lot of their teammates, and their teammates have just been worse than normal. And I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think maybe if you're like above a certain skill level, whether it be with kill death, win-loss, score per minute, whatever, especially in team deathmatch, I've noticed domination's not so bad, search and destroy is not so bad, at least not that I've noticed so far. I haven't had that big of a sample size, but in team deathmatch, it happens constantly where I'll just be carrying my team and we'll lose by 20 somehow, and I don't know how we're doing it. And I look at the enemy team, and their top guy goes like 20-11. You know, their team didn't do so good, but my team constantly has a 3-17 guy on it. So that's really my only major problem right now. The other one is the Gorgon LMG, or the Gorgon, I don't know how you pronounce it. Ah, man, it's a 2-shot kill. So it's just like dut, and no matter where you are on the map, you're dead. So you could be 200 yards away, the guy will just be chilling in his spawn, right, like head glitching behind a rock. There's zero way that you can kill that guy with any weapon unless you have a Gorgon or a sniper. But for the most part, he's probably just going to be aiming down sight. So by the time you're around the corner, aim down sight, get enough accuracy on him, and, you know, shoot him in the head, you're probably going to be dead by his 2-shot kill. And that's just the only thing that's really frustrating me right now. I think what they should do with it is they should, I think they should give it idle sway, kind of like not the ARK, they changed the name. I think it's the KN44. It has idle sway. When you aim down sight, it'll sway a bit. A lot of weapons have a little bit, and then the KN94 has, or the KN44 has more idle sway than normal. I think that's what they should do to the Gorgon, and then make it a 3-shot kill after, 50 meters. It should definitely have a great range considering it's a low fire, high powered damage weapon, whatever. But yeah, that's just my opinion. If they made it harder for the guy to just sit in the back of the map and kill people, that'd be great. And David Van der Haar actually came out and said that people only have like a 1.09 kill-death ratio with it. Obviously the average is going to be pretty much 1 with every weapon, and the better the weapon is, the higher the kill-death ratio is. And so they look at those numbers and they see if there's any outliers. So if the weapon just randomly has a 1.4 KD across the whole world, obviously that's probably going to be overpowered. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of bad players use the Gorgon. I'm not saying you're bad if you use it or anything like that. I definitely have used it myself. But there's just a lot of people who they just see the easy way out and they sit in the back of the map, behind a box or something, or sit up in a house or something like that. And then, it's a low-level weapon too, so you don't have to be a high level to get it. But then you take a weapon like the M8A7, and he said that a lot of people have a high kill-death ratio with that. And that's because the only people that use that weapon are going to be tryhards, because it's the max level weapon. And to be max level, you have to play this game for a while. You have to put a lot of time and effort into it. And you probably care about Call of Duty. And it's also a strong weapon, to be honest. So, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't just look at the numbers to patch a weapon or anything like that. I think you should actually take a lot of community feedback. And a lot of the community does say that it's overpowered. And I realize that they can't just go on Twitter and, see someone complaining about a weapon and instantly nerf it. They should definitely take their time and get it right. And, maybe it's not overpowered, but I definitely think it's super frustrating to play against. But that's really, honestly, I have few complaints about this game, guys. It's really fun, having a blast. There's a lot of times where I'll carry my teammates and win. I don't lose every time, so that's fun. I actually do have a 54 kill team deathmatch that I might be using right now. I'm not sure. I don't know what gameplay I'm going to be using. And all I have to say is thank you, Theater Mode, because I've had 3 gameplays saved by Theater Mode already, where I just wasn't recording, wasn't really paying attention, and I ended up getting a good score. And I'm like, oh man, if only I was recording. Oh wait, this is Treyarch. They have Theater Mode. But anyway, if you're this far into this video, I thank you for stopping by. I've been Nate, and I approve this message. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.